toenails Mondays now, or have they changed it to Thursdays?
I think it's still Mondays.
Oh, good.
How's Bob?
Oh, I don't know what to do. He doesn't shave, he doesn't bathe, he doesn't even get dressed anymore, and he eats cold beans out of a can for lunch.
Ah, yes, the hobo stage.
Hobo stage?
It's one of the 8 steps of grief, specifically the grief associated with job loss. These beans he's eating, he's not eating them under a bridge with other hobos, is he?
Well, just Trevor.
Good, then there may still be hope. I really think Bob could benefit from an intervention.
What's that?
You gather together all the people who love Bob and are important to him, and together you confront him about the issues he's avoiding in his life.
Does it work?
It's worked for friends of mine.
Well, maybe this Friday after work.
Not this Friday.
Monday then?
I'll let you know.
You put yourself down for a job they'll never come up with. Like, say, peat moss raker. Geez, you're set for life.
Oh, that's rich, that is. Peat moss raker. I must tell Margaret.
I don't think she'll find it funny if she's anything like Joyce.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're probably right, yeah. Women, eh?
Holy jeez, the monster truck rally with Rue McClanahan is starting right now. Grab some brewskis. I'll warm up the old satellite dish. Hey, gotta go. See you later.
Bob?
Margaret, what's going on?
Bob, this is an intervention.
A what?
It's when people who love you come together to help you face the reality of the issues you are denying in your life.
Well, I don't think... I'm sorry. You are?
Fred Johansson. I had a 3 o'clock with Dr. Fish. These bunions are killing me.
Here you go, Mr. Johansson. This will make it feel better.
What a relief.
Bob, all of us who know and love you...
Dr. Fish, can I have a little more hot water?
Yeah, okay.
What are you doing here?
I haven't got anything to do tonight. Is this going to take long?
Margaret, this is really silly.
I think what you've forgotten is how ennobling work is to the human spirit.
These Epsom salts are fantastic.
There's a support group at the community center for recently downsized professionals. A girlfriend of mine, her boyfriend was a town planner. He went there after he got fired.
And?
And what?
And did it help him?
How am I supposed to know? My girlfriend dumped the guy as soon as he got fired. Loser!
I land 300 planes a week at that airport. Sure, we've got a 747 carrying 300 people flying through a high-traffic area in thick fog. And I go for a sandwich. Well, hey, I'm human. I'm having a blood sugar issue. So what good am I to them if I'm in a coma, right?
I think Norm needs to work on his anger and blame assignation.
She's right, man. You should have been at your post, man, doing your job.
What the hell do you know, you snotty-nosed kid?
Hey, man, our garage-based software company had the 3rd largest recorded jump in stock value after our IPO. We were making money hand over fist, then 4 weeks later, bam, we're ruined, finished. We lost, what, thousands? Hundreds of thousands?
Millions.
Really? Wow.
But I invented this new joystick.
Cool. Hey, let me get the old one from the truck.
And I think Faye has something to tell us.
Well, I decided, heck, I don't even want another job in the corrections field. I started selling my seascapes to Georgian Bay, and the town wants to publish my own calendar.
Now, we have a new member in the group. Sorry to be so late getting to you. Bob, is it? Bob? But we had so much good news to share. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? I understand you're a lawyer?
A dentist, actually.
Dentist, right.
At least I was a dentist. I don't know who I am anymore. I know who I am, of course. I'm not one of those, loonies they pick up who doesn't know who the Prime Minister is and then can't count backward from 20 in threes. You don't want me to do that, do you? 'Cause I can. It's, let me see, 20, 17, 14...
No, that won't be necessary, thank you. But, Bob, I had the same feelings. Who was I? What was I? Then I realized that what I really needed was to stop and smell the roses. And that's how I started this group, which meets now almost every night in almost every city in the country.
Well, that's all very well and good for you. You started your own support group. So what if everyone who was put out of work started their own support group? I mean, there'd be all these support groups and no one to attend them.
Yes, but the point is that I was able to find something that called to me, that spoke to me.
I tell you what speaks to me, a letter bomb, that's what speaks to me!
That's not being helpful, Norm, okay? What are your interests? What turned your crank in the modern vernacular?
What
What do you like?
I don't know.
Woodworking, collecting, antiquing, gardening?
Gardening. I don't mind gardening, you know.
All right then. Yes. Way to go, Bob.
It's not that I'm very good at it. It's just that I don't hate it. But
Bob!
I don't think
Dirty
I'm really ready.
Dig it!
Oh, thank you so much.
All right, listen up, people. We've got a lot of work to do, and we're already behind here. What are you doing, Fish?
Counting the rolls, calculating how long it will take to move them.
Well, make sure those stacks is moved before lunch.
I think we can do better than that, sir.
Yeah. Just get it done.
What a fantastic life. The simplest task. The simplest, but the most profound. Rooted in the earth. You're given a simple task, and you accomplish it with pride. Walden Pond. Yeah, I remember skipping lunches for a week so I could buy my own copy.
But this is a library book.
He dropped completely out of society. Yeah, Thoreau did. He went and lived off the land at Walden Pond. Yeah, man at one with nature. I mean, doesn't it sound fantastic? If only we could all see things more clearly. If only there was some way that more people could have access to this kind of thinking.
Well, people not stealing library books would be a good start.
Just a cavity. I wouldn't worry about it. She does look a little pale, though.
Are you here for the bikini wax or the root canal?
See how much whiter their teeth look?
Oh, that's just because they're tan.
Fish, you're a pretty good edger. Think you can edge that curve round there past the duck pond?
I'll do my best, sir. And, sir,
Yes, Fish?
thank you.
Yeah. Just get it done.
Dr. Fish? Bob Fish?
Yes, that's right.
Dwight Oswald, you filled that cavity for me last year.
Oh, yes. What are you doing here?
I live here. Kind of a big old place since my wife left me. What are you doing gardening?
Well, let's just say I made a change in my life. Have you ever read Walden Pond?
Henry Fonda?
No, that was on Golden Pond. No, this is Henry David Thoreau.
I don't get to read much more than legal briefs these days.
Yeah, really opened my eyes. You realize life is short. Here, why don't you read it?
So, you've given up your practice?
Yes, free of that worry. I'm actually considering dropping out of society.
Really? Oh, time to take my medication. Drive on. We'll talk again, Fish.
Wow, that smells wonderful. What is it?
Oh, it's a fish recipe I got from one of Peter's books. It's actually easy to follow and quite creative. He's a very clever fellow.
Prominent lawyer Dwight Oswald stunned the legal community with his sudden resignation from labor negotiations. When asked the reason for this sudden change, Mr. Oswald said enigmatically that he had met someone from his past who gave him something to think about. His sudden resignation puts thousands out of work.
This is absolutely wonderful. I don't think I've ever seen you so happy.
Yeah, it tastes all the better when you catch it yourself.
What, you caught it?
Well, yeah, not exactly. I took it in trade from a fellow who caught it just off the pier. You know, where they scrape all the tankers.
Isn't this just the best turnout ever?
No, macrame therapy is only Tuesdays and Thursdays.
miss.
Everybody for the Turkish crease massage or facial hair removal, if you'll just line up over here. Those of you for the sex counseling, that's been moved to the main floor. Please read the signs.
I'm sorry, madam. I am a dentist and not the one dispensing the parking vouchers or those silly fish food coupons.
Listen, you bring in your own design and they'll tattoo it anywhere you like.
Yeah, just bring it through right this way.
Does Medicare cover what?
My God, this place is turning into a zoo.
Well, we better do something about this buffoon, or we'll all end up in the loony bin.
Gentlemen, you have turned what was once a respected beacon of oral hygiene into an emporium of hedonism. What next? A nail bar? Plastic surgery?
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about a nail bar.
And you had Bob Fish fired, who was one of our finest practitioners and a man with an English accent.
He wasn't fired, he was side-shifted.
Now, just a minute here. It seems fairly obvious to me that you've overstepped the parameters of the very clear mandate set forth by this board.
We have to be bold, sir. We have to lead so others...
I agree. You're fired.
Good work, Fish.
Thank you, sir.
Fish, we got a new man here. Everybody, this is Lewis. He is some kind of landscaping efficiency expert. He'll be heading up all our groundwork activities.
All right, we'll have our lattes at 11:15. What say we get some work done before that? Then we can have a little parlez-vous.
Fish, phone for you, your office.
Welcome back. Thank you. Welcome back. Thank you. I just want to say to everyone, thank you. And more importantly, when you've got something in your heart,
I could go for a muffin.
no one can ever take that away from you.
Hey, bonus. They said they'll have your dental chair back by Tuesday.
Thank you, Heather. Wow, that's a great tan. Well, we'll try to do this quickly before you have to turn over.